Yo, so I'm here with my client Chester. We're just going to do a quick little conversation about his experience so far. Something that most people would want to know is just your overall thoughts. Like, how's it been working with you?
Okay, so been 2 weeks now. For this, things were moving very slow. So it feels like there's been a huge contrast in my life. It's just been very, 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 very fast. And Ethan has been, basically holding my hand and like taking me through the whole process. And so that like every time I get worried, I feel like he comes in and he makes sure that I'm in the right place, and that he really breaks it down and tells me, what are the next steps, and makes it clear that on what I should be doing next.
What actual results have you gotten so far?
So we set up the ads. I've gotten 15 leads overall, maybe a bit more. And I've booked maybe like 7, 8 calls. I've landed one client. The client was $5,000 USD. Yep.
Which is like 7.8K AUD?
Yep.
Something like that. And so I think we were having a look at it before, but it was about like 95x ROAS.
95.
On what he spent on the ads and then what he actually made back, which is crazy. How's that actually feel?
When the leads started rolling in, I was like, wow, this actually works. And then I started booking the calls. I don't know anything about closing or doing calls, and it was a huge learning curve, but luckily we had that mastermind, and there was a lot of salespeople guiding me through the whole process, and I was using your sales script, and it just felt like I knew what the next steps were, and it was clear what I had to do to get better.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's really interesting. And I guess you said life has changed, but how? Like, how do you actually feel like you have changed and life in general?
Yeah. So I remember having a call with you.
Yeah.
And then you're asking me like, what are my goals? And I was like saying roughly around 20K a month. I said to you, I know that's ambitious. And then you're like, it's not ambitious. You could definitely do that within like 3 months. Now it feels like there's like been a huge change where like I genuinely believe I can hit 20K this month USD, not even AUD anymore. I think I can do USD within the month, definitely within 2 months. Like, it's definitely possible. And then now that that's happened, now I'm thinking more far into the future. I'm like, I can definitely make more money later on, more than 20K a month. And before this whole thing, I was like, I didn't know how I was gonna get there. Like, I didn't think it was possible. I just trying to delude myself into thinking that.
So you mentioned like delusion. What's the difference between before and now in terms of like delusion? Like, do you feel like it's just delusion now, or what else do you have?
Before, it just felt like delusion. I kept on telling myself, I'll definitely get there, but there was no clear path. Now I've talked to you, I've talked to different guys, and they've made it. They've hit numbers at 100K a month that I want to hit, And now I don't see it as delusion. I see it as something that's gonna happen. It's like inevitable.
That's good.
It's not about like if it's gonna happen, it's about when it's gonna happen and how fast I can get there now.
I mean, yeah, we talked about it, and it was funny when you said like, I hope I can achieve that or something, and I was like, bro, I made that.
Yeah.
It's not out of reach. Like, nothing that any of us want is really out of reach. It's just dependent on having the right systems and the support. Like, what would you say to other people out there who were in your previous position? Like, not even just about me. Like, it doesn't have to be about me, but just getting help in general. What would you say to them being on the fence and wanting to find somebody or something that had the clear path for them?
I'd say that if you've been doing what you've been doing, or you just don't know what to do in the next like 2 months, investing into a mentor or a coach is like, seriously, it's like you're on a highway, because they stop you from going in all the pitfalls and all the like little problems that would slow you down. And it might be a lot of money to you at the time, because I didn't have enough money to actually pay for the full deposit. I can make that money back now. I can pay back in full basically already, within like 2 weeks. Like, I can pay it back now. And so like the return on investment is so insane. And it's like, you can try to play the safe route. You can try to play it safe, not get any help, but like, you're not gonna get there at the speed you wanna get there. And like, ideally, you wanna get there quick. You wanna get there when you're young.
No, exactly. And like, touching on that, like the speed of success and change, one thing that I always like to say is it's not really about the money, but what does it actually change in your life or allow you to do that you weren't able to do before? So like, for you, what has actually changed in just mindset, perspective?
In terms of perspective, I actually wanted to, like, in terms of perspective and dreams and what I actually wanted to go travel while I was young, and I needed money to do that. Before, I always felt like there was this impossible choice between you've got to work really, really hard and there's no time to have both things. Like it's impossible to have both. Now, I think it's definitely possible. I think next year, I'll be able to achieve going abroad, living in a different country, having that fund of money, of income to actually, achieve those dreams. It leads me on to I see actual growth in what I'm doing right now. I see a path that extends years from now. Whereas before, it always felt like I was putting my energy into something that long term I didn't need. And so it felt like I was wasting my time. I was chasing dead ends constantly and I was just falling into those pitfalls and I was wasting time and wasting more money than if I had just gotten a mentor and done it. Gone with the mentor and actually advanced at a much faster rate.
Yeah, right. And how long was it that you were doing that? Like how long was it that you were just essentially fucking around, trying to figure it out?
Yeah, so we met in August, end of August.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Two weeks ago, roughly.
Yeah, it would be 7 months, just a bit more than half a year of just fucking around, wasting money on not doing anything, basically.
Yeah, right. I'm glad that it's changed, but what do you feel like is what has been the biggest change for you?
The biggest change would be just that I see that there's a way forward. It's really changed my outlook on everything. I'm consistently getting results now. Before it was depressing. You put all this effort in and nothing came out.
Yeah, right.
And it felt like good things happen slowly, but good things can definitely happen quickly.
Do you have any questions for me or anything you want to add?
Yeah, I guess because I was talking to you about it too today, there's always a bit of anxiety that you can't, so once you get those clients that you can't fulfill, you can't actually deliver on the promise. What would you tell people about that whole process and how they should handle that fear of yes, you're getting the clients now. Theoretically, you can deliver, but you haven't quite proven it to yourself yet.
For me, what I would say in terms of fulfillment, when you're first getting your first couple clients or you're scaling harder and you're bringing on more people, what I would say is worry about that later. Essentially, you want to solve the problems that are the most important to solve at the time that you face them, essentially.
I think it's the fear that you won't deliver and then you'll fail. And then it's you want to move fast, but if you move fast, you're going to fail even harder. You're going to have all of these people that you're going to be failing. Just this big, overwhelming fear because you haven't proven it to yourself yet.
Yeah, I think the way that I go about that is I just like to look at the people ahead of me. If you think about anybody successful or who's slightly ahead of you or even much further ahead of you, everyone had to figure shit out. No one had it perfect on the first go. And us as business owners, what we have to do is solve problems. When problems come up, you solve them. And people say it a lot, but you have to put out fires. And I believe once you're at the level where you can even worry about these problems, worry about it then and put out fires then. What it does is it forces you to execute and iterate and learn and solve problems faster once you get up to that point. And then you can learn and you can document it and you can create your own SOPs, so standard operating procedures as well. If I think about somebody like Elon Musk, does he care about bringing problems on and facing problems, or is it just it's here, let's just fucking do something, let's fix it, what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's always going to be that fear. I also have those fears. You have those fears. Every single person has those fears. It's just how do we deal with them? How do we actually move forward to help whoever we should be helping? And if you see it through the lens of just helping people in general and you care about them, you're always going to provide the best possible service that you can. And I mean, as long as you set the right expectations as well, that definitely helps. You don't want to tell them and overpromise and underdeliver kind of thing. You want to underpromise and overdeliver and really try your hardest to make sure that they get the best results possible. It's a very valid fear to run into, but it's a good fear. You know what I mean?
It's also
it's like a privilege fear.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
At that point, I remember thinking I wish I was me today, having to worry about this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Before I was no one even wants to give me a chance.
Exactly.
And now I know I can consistently get those chances.
Yeah. That's good. And you know how to generate them on your own, right?
Exactly,
it's not a guessing game.
Right, yeah. It's consistent. I know the steps to generate leads.
That's good. It's actually funny because I was speaking to one of my friends, Ore, yesterday, and we were meant to go to China together and go back and forth. He was saying, oh, it might not happen, but I'm going here, I'm going there. And then I sent a voice note back saying I don't know if I can make it. I've been invited to go here, to go there. I have plans to go here and there and there. And he's like, bro, isn't it crazy that our problems are we can't make it to the countries that we're traveling to, but we're going to other other countries instead. The most privileged
good
rich
problem.
people problem. And it's not even like we're crazy rich or anything just yet. It's just, if we think back to ourselves a year ago, different people, like
Yeah.
completely different.
Yeah.
now. I mean, like for me, it makes me happy. I feel good about where I am now and where I'm going as well.
I feel
How
the
about
exact same way, yeah. Good where I am right now and where
Yeah.
I'm going. It's mainly the where I am going. Comes back to like that plan that I can see now. It's just so depressing not knowing if it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And I know it's gonna work now.
That's
it's
good.
just how fast am I gonna get there?
Exactly. Like, what do you want to achieve? How fast do you want to achieve it? And how do we just execute? Well, yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully that was a good little video and it helped somebody out there make a decision or take action.
Yeah.
Because I think, I mean, for me, you know, it's not even just Chester getting help, but me being able to help Chester and provide as much value as I can to him. I think that's something very important to me, that I can help change his life.
And I've definitely felt like Ethan's been going above and beyond what I originally felt like he was gonna do. So I've definitely felt like I've gotten more value than I've paid him, 100%, maybe like 1,000%. It's definitely been worth it.
And you told me earlier that you didn't know if you got scammed once you sent the money. Hey?
Yeah, so like I sent over the deposit and then for like a second I was like, what if this guy ghosts me? And then I just lost the money. And it was a lot of money for me at that point, so, and still is. And so if I lost that money, it would have been over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you've already made that back and more. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's so worth it, yeah. This is like one of those pivotal moments in my life that I know, like, I'll think back to it and I'm like, it was ever since that point, everything changed. That was me 2 weeks ago when I deposited the money in.
Yeah, nice. Well, let's go. Let's go. Happy day. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No worries, man.
Let's go. That was good talk.
Yeah.
That's 20 minutes.